Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shen Plays. This is Rimworld. It's a game that is very much in alpha. It's been out for a long time in alpha, and it hasn't really come anywhere close to like release form, which is fine. I mean, they're still working on it. That's great. It has graphics similar to Prison Architect. If you've seen those, it's very similar. But the game itself seems, at least the one time I played it for like 4 hours last week. The game itself seems very similar to Dwarf Fortress. Like, you have these characters that you start a settlement with in a strange world, strange lands, and you have to survive there. There's hostile people, there's friendly people, there's wild animals, there's all sorts of stuff, and it's very similar to Dwarf Fortress. And I suck at Dwarf Fortress, but you know what? Prison Architect was fun, and I really like the graphics in this game, and I had a lot of fun playing it last week, so I'm going to try playing it again today. So why don't we create a world? Randomize that seed. Yeah, RHKR, let's go. Give me a world. This could take a little time, by the way, so bear with me. Okay, so you can see we've got like Arctic stuff up here, we got some grassland, some desert, what is this, steppe maybe? Something like that, and then some forest areas. There's going to be a bunch of hills and mountains everywhere. Yeah, sure, why not? RHKR. It looks... I have no idea what would look good. Let's do it. Hell if I know. So then we can make a new colony, and we have to pick what kind of a colony we want. Either we go with a Cassandra Classic, which is this personality here, and it tells you what that does. It creates story events on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension. So as you get into the game, it's easy, and then as you progress through the game, it gets more difficult, which is good, because hopefully by then you're learning, how to play a little better. There's Phoebe Chillax, gives a lot of time between disasters to relax and build your colony. If she's set at a high challenge scale, she'll hit as hard as anyone. So there's a lot of time between bad events or bad things you have to deal with. But depending on what difficulty you choose, the events will be pretty hard or pretty easy. And Randy Random. Well, he doesn't follow rules. He'll generate random events, doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him, so he just... happy face. He just wants to have a good story. He doesn't really care how it progresses, but I think for me, the easiest way to progress is something that increases the challenge as we play, and I think that's a good idea. But I'm actually going to go in on the easy difficulty, base builder. There's rough, which is normal difficulty, challenge, which is hard, extreme, which is the hardest, and then there's base builder, which is easy, and free play, which I don't know if it's... No, there are threats. Okay, they're just weak. Okay, so this is the easy setting. We're going to be on easy, whatever. It's my second time playing. Give me a break. Select world. Well, it's going to be whatever was created today. That's this one, 929. Here's my other world. Go. And we have to choose where to land. So we're on some random world. We have to pick where to land. I would like to go somewhere hilly or mountainy, maybe near the woods. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Growing period year-round, slate and granite, large hills, temperate forest. You know what? First click is good for me. I think I'm going to go with that. Let's go. Oh, and here's our 3 dudes that we start the game with. We have a broker, a scientist, and a clerk. Interesting. I think the first time I played, I had a noble, which was unable to do most tasks around camp. In other words, he was useless. I had a miner who was excellent at mining. And I had somebody else who was good at chopping trees and building things. But you can see each character has these sets of abilities here, between shooting, melee, social, animals, medicine, cooking, construction, growing, mining, artistic, crafting, and research. I haven't really done any crafting, any artisans, haven't really done any animal stuff, or any melee stuff. What we focused on the first little fuck around was shooting, was very important. Medicine was very important. Cooking was important, construction and growing were important, mining was important, and research was important. But the other stuff we never really got into. So it's going to take some time to get familiarized with all that things. These little fireballs here tell you if someone is passionate about something. 1 fireball means they are interested, and 2 fireballs means they're very interested. And what it means is they get a skill increase bonus. So if this guy who's got 4 shooting, Kezia cat foe, whatever. Kezia cat foe This person, if we have this person shooting guns all the time, her skill will eventually go up. However, if we have her doing medicine, her skill will go up faster because she's interested. See the little fireball there? So you can see it says learns 1.0x, means you learn at the normal rate because she's interested. But if you're not interested, then you learn at 0.3 rate, which is very slow. However, if you have double fireball, you get 1.5 times as fast. So it's your most interested topic here. It means she's going to be really good at training cooking. So she looks like someone who'd be good for, healing up people around camp, doing random cooking, maybe growing some food, and then also doing research in her idle time. Yeah, I think we'll keep her. You can just randomize people if you don't like what you have. You can also reset their names or whatever. We have a grower here who's good at social. Interesting. Okay. Research as well. Mining, artistic, construction. Can't do construction, huh? Neither can she. That's kind of bad. Yeah, only having one person with construction is just kind of bad. I think we're going to have to random... well, medicine 8 is pretty nice. Medicine 10 is really nice, though. But he's got a social 10. All right, let's get rid of Mr. Payne Rollins. Just get rid of him. Give me someone with construction. Construction 4. Social 9. He's a bishop. Interesting. No, give me someone with good construction. Come on. Construction 3. Construction 4. Animals 12. Oh, that might be fun. Tim Boswell. Animals 12. Training, managing. I haven't really dealt with this before. Let's go with this. Tim Boswell. Cat. She's a scientist. And Trovatelli, he's a broker. Oh, he's got animals 8, though. Yeah, maybe we don't need that. No, I think that's fine. We have 2 characters with mining, 2 characters with growing, 2 characters with construction, 2 characters with shooting. Let's see. 1 character with social. That could be a problem. 2 characters with animal. We sort of have someone with backup medicine. The broker has a little bit of medicine. All right. All right, let's roll with this. Let's do it. Let's give them some custom names because I'm terrible with names. Let's go with Shen. And oh, right, it's the last name, huh? That's the name that matters. The rest of this doesn't matter. Oh, it still says Boswell. Character's short identifier. Ah. There we go. That's what we need. All right. Cat. Short identifier will be medicine, so we'll call her Doctor. Although she is a scientist, technically. And Trovatelli. He is a broker. He's social. Call him the trader, I guess. So he'll be doing trading for us. Cool. All right, let's go. And hope for the best. What could possibly go wrong? All right, welcome back. So the game crashed. Whatever. No big deal. Let's go. Find our dudes again. You know what? I guess I shouldn't spend so much time on this. We'll just go with whatever we get. And hopefully it's good. Although it looks like we have 2 artists, which is kind of a problem. But hey, we got a surgeon. So, sure, whatever. We'll roll with it. Olivia Lyons, James Surgeon. Oh, okay. Olivia Lyons, James Littlejohn, and Cody Cooker. Whatever. They'll do. They'll do. Oh, and here's something we didn't mention. This empath is incapable of violence. This surgeon is incapable of nothing. And this artist is incapable of caring for, like, medicine, social, and hauling. So this artist has a lot of things that they can't do. But they can still do construction and mining and shooting. So, I mean, they're fine. All right, let's get the name in here. And hopefully it doesn't crash this time. I wonder if it's crashing because of fraps. Maybe I have to turn fraps off when I actually hit start button. Let me try that this time. This time what I'll do is I'll turn fraps off when I hit the start button, see if that helps. James, we'll call him Jimmy. And his notifier will be, let's see, social, growing, mining, and art. I guess he's going to be our miner. we'll call him Digger. Yeah. And social, animals, and medicine. Actually, I guess your mining is 6. Medicine is really what the surgeon should be doing. Although, it looks like this dude, the empath, is pretty good at nothing. I mean, maybe we'll focus... I think I'm going to focus him on medicine, then he can just do random shit around camp. So we'll call him Cuck. No, Cuck. And he is our physician. All right, so I'm going to try, instead of hitting start, I'm going to try stopping the recording and then hit start, and then we'll come right back. All right, there we go. So all I had to do was stop the recording, and it works fine. So I'm not sure what it is. One thing to note about this, if you're playing this game and you're streaming it or whatever, and you want to stream it or something, OBS does not recognize this as something on the monitor. In other words, it's a full screen game, even when it's not in full screen mode. So the monitor setting on OBS doesn't actually pick up the game. It just shows a black screen. Well, not a black screen. It shows the startup window, but never actually shows any of the gameplay. It's like a still. It's like a still frame. It's like a picture instead of a video. So what I had to do is I had to do game capture on the actual game window itself. That works fine. And Fraps seems a little finicky with that. I guess it switches, I don't know, it's some weird thing. But when I launched the game like that, Fraps was fine. But when we jumped into the actual gameplay itself, Fraps stopped working. So, I don't know, whatever, it's fine now. So the three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi at the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. So apparently we're floating through space or something, and something happens to the ship. And we wake up during this disaster on the ship, and all of a sudden we're coming into land on a place called Rimworld. Well, no, it's not a place called Rimworld. It is a Rimworld. It is a planet that is... I guess I don't know the lore. I don't know the lore. Bear with me. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So yes, this is essentially a survival game. And I think I can pause with spacebar. Yeah, spacebar. Here we go. So we have Shen, who looks to be naked, unless that's skin-colored clothes. We have Physician, who looks, you know, quite like a physician might. And we have Digger, who wants to dig stuff. So that's just great. And this is our starting area. This is very similar to what you might have in Dwarf Fortress. I'm not sure if there's an elevation toggle, but just imagine the flat land you see as land we can walk on. And then this land, which has like little walls around it, this is actually raised above the camera. And this is part of like semi-3D situation. It's a 2D game, but just imagine there's a third layer. I mean, there's a third dimension, and there's another 2D layer on top of that, right? So in Dwarf Fortress, you would go up and down the different layers, so you could see different parts of the hill and whatever. In this game, I'm not sure if it even has that feature, but this is going to be something higher than the elevation we're at. And what you can do with things that are higher than the elevation, right, is you can dig into them. You can build like little caves in there and shit. So that's what we might be doing here. The first time around I played, I actually built an entire encampment out of wood, and we never really did anything with the hills. But this time I think we're going to try to dig into the hills. So the hills have different resources in them. This one, for instance, where's my... Oh, does mousing over it just show it? Oh, there we go. So if you look in the bottom left corner there, mousing over things will show you information. So here it says steel, compacted steel. And yes, in this game, steel is a resource that you collect. I don't know why you collect steel, you just do. This is silver just sitting on the ground. That's part of our starship breakup, all this silver. There's some wood sitting on the ground, probably also part of our starship breakup. I don't know why you'd use wood on a starship, but I guess you do. And there's some other things that came with our starship. There's some med packs. There's apparently a knife, a handgun, and is there a rifle anywhere? Yeah, there is a rifle. Sweet. And some food. Prepackaged meals. I like it. So a lot of this stuff we're going to be able to collect just off the ground. The little X means we can't collect it yet, but we can disable the X and then let our people collect it. There's some pre-existing walls out here. Granite wall, granite wall, granite wall. So I guess we could potentially use some of these pre-built structures for some buildings. That might be kind of cool. Instead of just like demolishing them or whatever. Like this, yeah, it's an almost built structure. I'm not really sure what to do with the lakes yet, but I know that geysers, we can build geothermal plants around that, get some electricity out of it. Got to research it first, though. And the shit on the ground, I don't think we could really use this for anything. It's just called rubble. Rock, rubble, rock, rubble, rock, rubble, rock. Yeah, we can't really use this stuff. Just got to make a, what do you call it, a storage yard for it and just store it somewhere. There's some gold over here. This little yellow dots. What's this? Coal? Nope, slate. So this is sandstone, and this is slate. And I guess sort of like Dwarf Fortress, you can do certain objects out of different materials just by digging up different materials. All right, well, why don't we just get started, and we'll sort of discuss things as we progress through the game. Because I really am bad at this game. I'm brand new to it, so you just have to bear with me, I guess. So first things first, let me assign all this shit as collectible. So is that under orders? Cancel, deconstruct, haul things. Uninstall, new. What about, well, that's orders. What about work? No. Restrictions? No. Yeah, like I said, I'm new to this game. MISC. No. What if I click on it? Ah, here we go. Yeah, double click on it. There we go. What if we select more shit? No, that selects people. I guess we just need to go here. So if you double click on an object, it will select all of the identical objects that are currently visible on your screen. So I double clicked on one of these med packs and it selected all three of them, all three piles of med packs. And then I can what is it called? I can unforbid them all at once. So I can double click on the silver here and unforbid all that silver. Double click on the steel, unforbid all that steel. And this steel, which was off screen, did not get unforbidden. So I can do that right now. Okay, excellent. Unforbid the food, unforbid the weapons. Although, you know what, actually, I think I want to keep the weapons forbidden for now. I want to assign who gets which weapons. Let's look at our three characters here. All right, we have an artist who has shooting 4. Does anyone have really good shooting? No. Okay, so it looks like Shen's going to be our shot. And unfortunately, shooting 4 is pretty crap. Let's go ahead and pick this gun up. Can we do that? Equip survival rifle. There we go. So we can right-click on it, equip the survival rifle. So Shen has that, and neither of these guys have shooting, so there's no point giving them the gun there. But one of you has melee. All right, so it looks like Digger is going to get the knife. And Physician, I mean, you can't equip the... I guess he can equip the pistol. He can't use it, though. You might as well pick it up or whatever. Can't use it. He can't use any weapons at all. There are, what, 4 speeds? There's pause, play, fast forward, and like super fast forward. So pause is what you see now. Play is just normal speed of the game. Oh, let's unforbid this wood. Why don't we get started on digging into... Is there anything? I guess I should dig over here where there's actual stuff that I want. Yeah, most of this is useless. But you know what? We can live in here. This can be our domicile. So let's get Digger digging, since that's going to be his thing for a while. So we go to orders, we go mine. And once you've picked the mining tool, you can say, hey, I want to mine this. Just drag an area. We're going to start out with just the stuff on the edge, because that's where the steel ore is. Oh, there's more food over here. Look at that. There's more food over here. Unforbid that. And you're going to find stuff just scattered around the map, because this is essentially what's left of a crashed starship. So you're going to have just stuff, right? Like, look at this. There's steel just chilling over here. There's going to be stuff just randomly scattered all over the place. Another geyser there. Cool. You eventually want to have everything unforbidden, so you can just pick up all the surface stuff before you could just go mining for it. Because mining takes a long time. But picking things up off the surface is real quick. Alright, that should be good for now. You can see some of the animals that are here. Oh, there's some more steel up here. You can see some of the animals in this game. There's a squirrel there. Yeah, squirrel. Even though it's an alien world, there's still squirrels. There's a boom rat, which I think explode when you kill them. Haven't really dealt with them yet. Some more steel up here. Unforbid that. There's a bunch of little berry bushes. See this here? Raspberry bush. There's strawberries as well. Are these strawberries? Nope, still raspberries. And you can just collect the berries and get some food out of it. There's a turtle there. Hey, turtle. Tortoise, I guess. There's a bunch of different animals in the game. There's a little rabbit. All right, so why don't we just unpause and start digging away. Do any of our other dudes have dig ability? Shen, can you dig? Yeah, you can dig. and physician. Okay, they can all dig. That's great. So why don't we start people off with digging? And does anyone have chopping available? Like chopping wood? I think that's under growing. Sowing, caring, and harvesting crops. So I guess that's chopping wood as well. Okay, so both of you guys can chop wood. Let's queue up some trees to be chopped. Let's go orders. Harvest trees. No, chop wood. There we go. Now you notice it didn't let me do these 3 trees because it says must designate wood yielding sufficiently grown plants. And every single tree in this game will have like, not an age, but a harvest meter. And like you can't harvest a tree until it reaches harvest meter potential. What you can do though is just cut it down. I think just cut plants is enough for these things. Because a lot of these trees we just want to go away. Get out of the way. If we're going to be building anything in this area, which I guess we will, we need to clean out all these trees. So there we go. You can see the icons where we're going to keep the wood are these scissors, and the icons where we're not going to keep the wood are these machetes. We're also going to need to designate some type of storage area to get started. So let's see, zone area. Stockpile, that's what I'm talking about. So let's put a stockpile right here. Maybe a little bigger than that. Thinking like maybe 12 by 12. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So just do that. We'll start storing stuff here. If we click on the stockpile, we can go to storage and select what we want to store in there. For now, I think it's okay, just everything. I want to make another stockpile just for chunks. Like this one does not accept chunks. Chunks are like this stuff. Marble chunk. Rock, rubble. These things are things that you can't really do anything with. You gotta store them somewhere. So let's make another stockpile for just junk. Maybe right over here. 10 by 10? Sounds good. So this is our junk stockpile. Storage. Turn all this off. Okay, so it's just a chunk storage. It's fine. And everyone else is going to start working on whatever we tell them to do. And if you click on the work button here, you can set different priorities. Manual priorities. There we go. So for most things, we want to have on either maximum priority, which is 1, or minimum priority, which is 4 or nothing at all. We're not researching yet. We can't do that until we have some type of research bench. So let's put everyone on patient 1, firefight 1, and doctor 1. So if anyone... Wait, who was going to be our... Okay, surgeon, right? No, physician. He's going to be our doctor. All right. You're our miner. He's our doctor. Let's see. Flick is flicking switches. Just put it on 1. I'm not really sure what a lot of these do, so just bear with me. I will figure out all this stuff eventually. Are any of you good with animals? 2, 4, 6. Oh, he's actually got a really big affinity for animals. Okay, so Cody Physician is our animal dude. So he's going to be our handler. Yeah. Cooking. Who's going to cook? We need someone designated for cooking. Cooking 3. Cooking 2. Cooking 2. Well, I guess that's Shen. So shooting and cooking. All right. And hunting as well. Let's see, construction. I guess we can have everyone do construction. That's kind of important. Just put it on 2 for everyone. Repairs are pretty important as well. Growing. Who's going to be our crop grower? That's a good question. Growing 1. Growing 9. Ooh, position 1. Okay, so it's going to be digger. Digger. We have to decide what we want him to do most of the time. And I guess most of the time we want him mining. We do want someone to grow crops, but for now, he's really the only one who does both. Plant cut is going to be everyone. Well, you know what? If we have digger set to mine as his priority, top priority is number 1. If we have him set to mine, then I think I want everyone else set to cutting plants. Because there's always going to be tasks for mining. There's always going to be mining that needs to be done. But other people will have other priorities, right? Smith and Taylor, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Turn them off. Art, don't really care. Crafts. Hauling is important. Put it up on 2. Maybe I'll leave... Oh, wait. Digger is our miner, right? Hold on. I'm clicking on the wrong people, aren't I? Digger is our grower. Yeah. I'm clicking on the wrong people. Okay, so we want... There. Now, I do want to have these people mining if they're not doing anything else. Don't know about smithing and tailoring. Plant cutting, important. Yeah. Hauling, important. Yeah. Cleaning, important. Yeah. I guess if there's cleaning to be done, let's make sure it gets done. And then research, also important, but not quite as important. All right, so the way priorities are done, I believe, is left to right. See here how it says higher priority and then lower priority? That means if you have a 1 here, and a 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then a 1 over here, this will never be priority over these other ones. The ones on the left side will always have higher priority than the ones on the right side. So if they're the same priority level, and priority 1 is the highest, then the left side priority will take, the left number will take priority over the right number, just always. So in this case, Shen's main task is firefighting, and then being a patient, and then flicking switches, and then cooking, and then hunting, and then cleaning. And then after all that's done, then he'll do constructions, repairs, growing, mining, cutting plants, and research. And then after all that's done, he'll do arts and crafts. I guess that makes sense. For the physician, he's normally our doctor. That's why this 1 is here. We have a secondary doctor. He's not very good, though. Is he any good? No, he's pretty good. In fact, he's better than this dude. But I believe, yeah, physician just doesn't really have very many other skills, so he might as well be our doctor. Whereas Digger has a lot of other skills, and he's passionate about mining, so I want him to get good at mining. Yeah. How old is he? 35. 28 and 39. All right, that's fine. Yeah. It's all good. And down here, our Digger, well, his top priority is growing crops, apparently. I should probably put him on mining. Yeah. Growing crops. Well, are you any good at growing? Tell me you're good at growing crops. Growing 1. That's pretty shit. Growing 9. All right. Well, tell you what, Digger, growing is going to be your secondary, okay? So we're going to put that at 2. We're going to put doctor down to 3. And these are going to go to 3. So now his main priority is mining. And if there's no mining to do, then his secondary priority is the number 2, which is growing crops. Okay. Unfortunately, there's always going to be mining to do. Well, that's just going to have to work. We'll make it work. I don't want to get too detailed into this right now. We've already spent, 30 minutes just chit-chatting here. We haven't even played the game yet. So why don't we... Oh, we got a doggy. We start with Aries, a female husky. Cool. Needs. He needs food and rest. Can you eat meat or other types of food or what? Not sure. Now, in my first run, I had a warg. Started out with a warg, and I had no idea how to feed the damn thing, and it eventually died. So hopefully we can figure out how to feed our husky, and she won't die. All right, let's unpause. So let's see what people are doing so far. People went pick up their weapons. What are you doing? You're digging. All right, so it looks like people are mining as the first thing they're doing here. I guess because they want to have a place to sit down and live. What's our doggy up to? She's wandering. See here what it says down here? Wandering. And over here it says mining compacted steel. And this is where you're going to notice Digger, who's got the highest mining skill. He's going to finish first, most likely. Check here. Shen is at 47%, 41% left, 57% left. And oh, actually, no, looks like Digger's going real slow. Whatever, he's fine. But yeah, the graphics are very similar to Prison Architect. I'm sure it's the same engine for graphics. But the gameplay itself is just so similar to Dwarf Fortress. Let's queue up some more mining down here. And what we're going to need to do, at some point, we're going to have to put in a pillar. Once we've dug out enough space, we're going to have to put in a pillar so that the roof doesn't collapse. Because this is technically a hill, and it does go above our heads here. But you can dig in safely, I think it's 4 tiles. Then on the 5th tile, you have to have a pillar of support. So I think it's 4 tiles is safe. Anyway, we'll figure it out as we go. Let's put it on speed 3, which is the max speed. Dogs are omnivorous, so you can feed just anything. Okay, that's good. That's really good, actually. Because you're right, wargs were carnivorous. So wargs had to eat meat, whereas the dog can eat pretty much anything. That's handy. All right, Digger's now chopping trees, because it's something to do. Trees need to be chopped. Let's queue up some more of these things. Keep mining. I never told you to stop. All right, looks like the steel keeps going for a little while here. Keep digging. There are day and night cycles. Oh, look, they just took some food. They just ate some food. These little yellow things, they just nommed them down. And now they're sleeping. Now each character will have, what do you call them, needs. And it's sort of like The Sims. They have entertainment needs, which I guess is joy. They have beauty needs, which means, you know, how aesthetically pleasing the area surrounding them is. They have comfort needs, which are obviously not going to be very well met just sitting out here on the rocks. Space, you know, nice open space. They like that. Food needs, they're all well fed. They just ate. And then mood. Well, they're all happy. And you can see each person has a different bunch of modifiers for their moods. Low expectations. It's nice. Has social chats. While they were digging together, they had a nice chit chat. New colony optimism. Yeah, joy-filled. Feeling good. He lacks a bionic body part. Really? Let's see. Jimmy Digger Littlejohn is a Cave World tender and a Glitter World surgeon. What? He's a fast walker, so he moves a little bit faster than normal. And he's a prostophile. What's a prostophile? Feels limited in his feeble human body. He often dreams of going bionic. The fuck? And an optimist, so he's just always going to be a little happier. Yeah, +6 permanent mood impact. Nice. We can always change his name up here, but that's fine. Jimmy Digger's fine. Our physician looks to be face down in the grass. He is a coma child. I mean, he's better at social, and he's terrible at construction and mining. That's all right. He's a Glitter World empath, so he's good at social and medicine. He cannot hunt. He's a teetotaler. Abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals and avoids alcohol and drugs. Okay. Iron-willed, mental break threshold, -9%. Oh yeah, mental breaks. That's something we'll get into when we start taking prisoners. Cold tolerant. Oh, so he stays comfortable in colder temperatures. I guess when winter rolls around, he'll be nice and happy. What about Shen? Our resident nudist. Shelter child. Let's see. Good at social, good at medicine, bad at construction, bad at mining, good at research. Conceptual artist, good at art, good at crafting, cannot haul, cannot be a warden, and cannot be a doctor. So he can't do carrying, social, or hauling. That's fine. Hard worker. More work speed, 15% bonus. That's actually pretty nice. Optimist, permanent mood effect +6. And psychically deaf. Shen's mind works on a psychic frequency different from everyone else. She just isn't affected by the psychic phenomena. Interesting. Anyway, there is a day-night cycle. If we check down here, it says 6 hour. That means it's 6 a.m. April 2nd, it's the second day of the game. And the year, I guess, is 5500. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. So hopefully they'll start getting up soon. We can actually check their restrictions on when they get up. They're supposed to be up about now. Yep, says anything. I would like them to be in work mode right now. So let's put work mode here. It's work mode. Get the fuck up. Little shits. You can sleep when you're dead. Let's put some joy in there as well, just for shits and giggles. And joy will just give them some time to do whatever the hell they want. And the sleep hours are, well, they're just sleep hours. Alright, so everyone's still digging. I think what we need to do is start getting some beds created, which I think only take wood. I'm not entirely sure. But to do some beds, we're going to need a bench of some kind, right? Or can we just make them now? I'm not sure. If I say to build a bed, furniture, steel bed, no, wood bed. If I say to build a bed, do you need a bench for that? Let's find out. I'm not sure. Also, where the hell did everyone go? Where are you little shits? Or are they all on the same tile? Oh no, Shen's out here daydreaming. Yep, cloud watching. Oh, it's Shen's joy time. Yeah, look at that. So content means her mood is going up. Yeah, mood is increasing because it's 2 hours of joy time. That's nice. Oh, look at that. He's just making a bed right now. Perfect. So why don't we get to building a post down here to support the ceiling. So let's say structure, and I want a wooden wall right there? No, maybe right there. Just to sort of support this area. But first you got to dig it out. Come on, dig it out. Dig it out. Chop them trees. Come on. Oh, he's on his joy time. He just stopped digging. He's on his joy time. Digger, get over here and finish the job. Come on now. I want to put a post right there. We're also going to want to close this off so we can make like a doorway entrance. But I don't know, I've never built into a mountain before. Not even in Dwarf Fortress. This is all news to me. Come on, finish that wall. I want to put down my post. I want to put down my post, damn it. There we go. So now someone's going to put that wooden post down. And once that wooden post is done, we can safely start digging some more areas. We'll make this our base. Nice central area, why not? So you can see the bed that we put down is now unowned. We can give it an owner, but I think before we give it an owner, we're going to move it into our little base area here, our little hut. But why don't we leave that until next time? So for now, thank you so much for joining us. I have been Shen, you have been you. You can see Shen just hauled this shit out of the way, so it's ready for the wood. Come back next time where we'll actually start building our base here in Rimworld. All right, have a good day.